Because you mentioned Bronson Reed, we're going to go on to that next. So, you saw Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed's just been middle of the pack guy, basically.
Yes.
Since he's been in WWE. Nothing overly outstanding, apart from the fact that he's always been good. But this is the first time he's really, really been almost smashed over. And, over someone established
that means
as
something.
Well. Exactly. So tell us what you saw.
Seth
tell
Rollins.
Us what you think.
Oh, well, for him to get on that top rope and do that, I don't know what he calls it. I call it the belly smash, I guess.
They called it a tsunami.
Oh, well, that's a good name for it. It really is. But for him to get up there and to do that, I mean, he's a good athlete already, you can tell. Because guys who are not athletic, they can't do that, nor would anybody allow them to do it to them. Now, I don't know if Seth knows this guy or not, but if I saw him and he's 350 pounds or whatever he is, and he wants to do that to me, I'm going to say, no. Not no. What's my saying? But hell no.
Do you know, I know you're going to say something, but that's a good question you just brought up there. If Seth Rollins knows him, and that's a really, risk, taking a risk like that, it would depend on whether you knew the guy or not. I mean, knew them personally. I mean, did you find that in your career, that you would let people who you at least knew personally do more to you than,
I would.
Maybe not a stranger, but yeah.
Well, I knew how they worked. But see, I would think with Seth at this point, Seth don't know him from Adam's house cat. And to let that guy, and just a little mistake, not catching yourself. I mean, it's almost a half inch could be the result of an injury or not. I mean, that's a lot of weight, and gravity shows no favorites. You're coming or you're not. And if you're out of place, you could cause your own injury, but it's a dangerous move. It really is. So when people thinking, oh, I can do that, I can do this. No, you can't do it, because even though you're not making a move, you're taking it, which is the most dangerous time. It's when you're taking the move, because then you're out of control. See, the wrestler's motto is same as the doctor's. I've said this before: do no harm. And like we were talking about earlier, Nia Jax, she got the reputation for being careless and, just hurtful. And I think Bailey called her out on that, 2 or 3 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And that was her reputation. So people then, they were afraid to take any of her stuff and she's a big girl, and I'm sure she's not as athletic as the guys are. That's not being misogynistic. It's true that guys, I think they're better athletes than the girls are, especially when they get up to that super, super heavyweight size. So I don't know. I hope he does well, but I was going to compare him to Odyssey Jones. They're two big guys, both coming in. And I think you can do it with one guy, but trying to do it with two is a repeat. So I wish they hadn't brought them in at the same time. Yeah. I don't see this. I think it will do more for the guy that worked with Seth than it will with Odyssey Jones. I really do, because people know Bronson. Yeah. And they don't know Jones.
Yeah, he was with WWE from 2019 to 2021, and then he was released during the COVID cutback era. Then he went to Japan for a year, and he was in Impact briefly, then picked up back by WWE in 2022. So this is really his first big shot. But the execution of the attack on Seth Rollins, I take you approve of, because if you're going to do it against someone established and really mean it.
Well, they did a good job. This is what I don't like, is sometimes they run in all the agents and all, but they don't do anything. They're just saying, they're standing in front of him, get back, don't do this, don't do that. They don't grab him or anything. Not even the security grabs him. Or they didn't grab him. But then he went back in there and did it 3 more times. And I heard that he was spitting blood after the attack.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, and I've spit blood before. That's from a pretty good, it's from the lungs. And you could, I mean, it didn't kill me or anything, but you have blood coming. So it's not, I think he needs to get that checked.
See,
but
I watched it and I presumed it was a blood pack.
See, you are ruined. No, seriously, you can spit blood and just taking a bump if you land wrong. See, if you take a power bomb, if you land too high up, it can hurt your lungs, or not puncture your lungs, but you can end up spitting blood.